I think he's going to be a really interesting head coach. I think in a lot of ways, very different from Xabi Alonso, but also very different from Erik Ten Hag. And I saw some reports that he was the guy that they initially wanted to hire after Xabi Alonso announced he was leaving. I think what I really like about him is that tactically speaking, he seems to be a very flexible head coach. He can play a back three, he can play a back four, he can play, very intense kind of gegenpressing football. They can step back and play more direct if necessary. He seems to be a very kind of, I guess, reactive head coach to what he has in front of him. And I think that's maybe what Leverkusen were looking for after Xabi Alonso, where he had, a very, very, very clear system that only he could work with, and only the players that fitted into that system would get game time, which I'm sure was a frustrating note for Leverkusen a lot of the time. And then there was Ten Hag, who came in, who also has his own very kind of typical style of playing, very Dutch, very 4-3-3. And as we said after that Werder Bremen game, there were so many moments in that game where I thought, these players don't really line up with this system, This player doesn't make sense there, that player doesn't make sense there. Kind of wanted to give Ten Hag the benefit of the doubt on the day, because, it's only their second game of the season, third game of the season, I suppose, if you include the Pokal match. But it felt like he was trying to kind of shoehorn players into his system, as opposed to taking a look at that squad and thinking, right, this is the best formation, these are the right tactics to get the best of all these players. And I think that's probably why they've gone for Hjulmand, because he potentially can do exactly that.